Welcome back. More Higurashi on the way. I couldn't actually find any files for the specials, so I'm having to skip them. Granted, they're only like 30-second little skits, so hopefully I'm not missing too much. I'm sure you'll let me know. But having to move on to the next season, where pretty much anything is possible. I did have someone try to explain, I think that season 2 and its ending was the kind of full visual novel experience, and then this is kind of offsets of that. Whether or not that's just leading me down an incorrect path or not, I don't know. So we're going to have to watch and find out. But there's plenty more to go. I think 5 episodes of this season and a few others after. It's gonna be interesting. So, if the world of Higurashi you didn't want to part with, you're in luck, and I don't have to put on any polls or think about what I'll be recording and keeping people happy. So I'm pleased with that one. Let's see what this friend group has left in store for us. Grab a drink so we can begin. Is it going to be like one of the earlier seasons of Higurashi and start with some depressing little future to show off? Or go to revel in success of the previous one? Cool. Don't know what your ideas were, I wasn't getting excited. Huh? Yeah, that would definitely put a damper on your plan. What are you groping? Yep. Does he have any, pocket change? Any reason why he's out here waiting for people to lose their swimming trunks? That's not the kind of cheerful laugh you want to hear. Right. And why exactly is he presenting him with swimming trunks like this? Ladies' magic swimming trunks. Right. I see. I can see that there'd be quite a few people in this show that might want to get their hands on those trunks. Did it also have some sort of poodle magic attached to it? Well, better than being completely starkers. I think they're both as bad as each other, to be fair. Does this time frame not hear of swimming shorts? And is this ladies' man magic just, some sort of like lead poisoning or something that comes from the trunks? So whatever you do, don't lose your trunks. I think I can see where this episode is going, but why do I want this episode? It seems like no matter which way he loses. And at the That was a hard cut into the opening. I didn't think we'd have bike spokes like this. That's not a bad transition. I didn't expect it. But is KG1 to believe in superstition and curses? And Stoshi. There's a few other characters who we haven't really had much interaction with now being kind of shown off there. Oh, and Hanyu. Is she still in the physical realm? There's quite a lot, and with Rika still looking so sullen overlooking the city, I'm wondering what the big evil of this season is going to be. A fairly decent water park, I guess. Looks kind of empty. Is that the outfit she went to pick up? Someone's been watching a bit too much Gintama. And hopefully the water park itself is kept up on its maintenance and safety record. We're going to get a rundown of each of them now, aren't we? Someone spent far too long drawing that scene. It's the idea of indecency instead of being a bit overt. That's the draw. Oh no. Part of me thinks I shouldn't be reading what he's saying or even listening to him here. I really think that he should be escorted away from the premises. I'm glad they're looking at seeing that he's not acting out of character, but deserving of some ire. What was it with the morning announcements? I mean, there's one quick way of getting down to the phone. Quick, return the shorts. They weren't ladies' man shorts, though, were they? Is that the worst thing that could have happened, though? A manual? Who produces these? If it protects the rest of them, maybe this is for the best. Has the toy shop manager here planned this all in advance? Uh-huh. They will make it there. Why was her fingers so yellow there? Liver failure? Don't worry, we have some replacements. Oh no, this is all a ploy to get him to wear it. I mean, he could just phone the guy himself, just confirm with what they're saying. I feel a fear that the effects are starting to get hold already. So I really don't think this is going to go well for any of them. Can't we just have a nice day where we can just enjoy the water park without the fear of needing to strip each other? It's not the first time that fur seal has been said, and I hate both times. This is their war call. Has she lost the ability to speak? Now that's just cheating. And from that sound, yeah, she's not in the physical plane right now. I feel as though she's going to remove much more than just the trunks, though. I forgot what I was going to say. But they're all going to be banned from the premises, really, aren't they? That's how this is all going to end. I mean, it is a predefined space. The pool isn't forever vast and seems fairly open. No, get him just to run backwards or into the pool. Gotcha. That's why you shouldn't be running near the edge. That's what truly happens. It's not water friction or anything. No, it's the spirit of the village. Also, how good is Satoko at swimming, since she has that float? Who are they going to call on? Part of me would say unnecessary animation, but that part went very quiet very quickly. This is what happens when one doesn't want to destroy a village. Just, play to their wants and wishes. Should you be bringing these things to a swim park? And also, what's with the... Yeah, good question. What's with the fighting game introduction? The teacher as well? I mean, if this place... I was going to say if this place serves food as well, but then I just thought, wouldn't it smell of like chlorine and curry, this entire area? Oh no, we need to get that off of him quickly before he suffers any serious injuries or burns or irritation. Ah, no, this is just disrespecting Curry. I see. You've just signed his death warrant. Why did she bring... Yeah, T-squares. It seems on warm days everyone just congregates on it. On this area. Is he hiding a picture of Satoshi in his trunks? I don't think a taser and a pool combine very well. You can never be too careful. Huh? Right. Of course not. Something tells me he's filled with severity in that statement. Well, sincerity, I was meant to say. Maybe you should go take a time out for a second. This episode is painful. And I feel as though this water park is going to be a lot more stringent with its rules in future days. What a deviant! Yeah, he needed the extra padding. And what do they plan to do once they've liberated these swimsuits from him? Totsugeki. You know, when they were fighting Takano, why couldn't they have just, employed all of these? This is a dangerous force. Did Keiichi, fall off his bike and suffer severe head injuries on the way to the pool, and this is all in his mind? I really don't think leaving syringes down in the pool where many children are present is a very safe thing to do. I mean, if that's her skill with the T-squares out here, I'd hate to see what she's like when actually teaching. Extremely effective. Maybe you also shouldn't show him before you got close. Yep. Nikurondayo. They are the unstoppable force he doesn't want to come up against. Well, their resolve has just skyrocketed. Or are they going to take alternating days of ownership? That's a lot bigger swan than I imagined. Irie. He has some that are in his corner. Really? Must have had, someday. To be fair, just purple swim trunks, shorts like that, that's perfectly fine. But yeah, there must be a slow work day for them all to come down here. They're currently recruiting. What is this, like, JoJo development? Huh. Bravo. This... The fact that he has so much shading there, he's really put the work in. As long as they don't, betray him at the last minute for the magic of the trunks. He's playing a much-needed part right now. He can't give in to... Yeah, they really need to get better security here. I was going to say, let's call the police, but... he's already here. Most shows, when they have like a beach episode or a pool episode, it gets a little excited, sure. If we all go into a full-scale riot each time, maybe I'd respect them a little bit more. Yeah, sure, just call in her forces as well. Grenade launcher. You expecting to stop that with his gleaming and radiant pectorals? I expected that to be a rubber bullet, but... nope. Yeah, I fully expect him to wake up from a severe bleed on the brain soon. A wonderful narcissist? I just start getting used to the idea, I guess. How could he turn down someone asking for their help? And what, are the riot police going to also just back down that they don't have any strict orders? Hang on, he hasn't got his notebook here if you're going to start. Damn, everyone missed out on an hour of extra time in the pool. Right, so Keiichi doesn't need those trunks anymore. He's already received the magic. Also, he's abandoned the Brotherhood. What a bastard. Which means you cannot share. Once it's used up... How dare you turn against them, Keiichi? You've disappointed them all. I see only one way out of this situation. Let's hope they're only staring at the trunks. Do you think the riot squad are just standing there thinking, are we still getting paid for today? I'm not trained for this. Well, we can celebrate, sure, but, you know, it is a little breezy round here. He'd lose like 85% of his personality. He seems rather accepting of the situation at hand. Ha 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 ha. They have plenty of time ahead of them, sure. I see they're not averting their gaze at all. Four times that I hated so much. You know, out of all the situations, maybe the swan isn't that bad. You know, embrace it. Maybe it's a compliment. Buddy. But considering how hard they're actually fighting for it, those shorts aren't long for this world. What the actual fuck was this episode? Answers on a postcard. So, I will say, animation-wise, not bad. They got some bits out there, getting some fun camera angles and shots. Much better than kind of being too static. But as a foray into this season, not sure I was ready for any of it. And yeah, compared to the severity of the previous season, the cautious tale of the entire village being swept under Takano's reign, to now having magic swimming trunks. It kind of... Yeah, no, I don't think I was cut out for it just now. But if this is happening... Oh no. But yeah, if this is happening after the second season, where... What I still assume, because I haven't actually read comments yet, adult Rika went back in time to change Takano's life trajectory, would mean that a lot of people in the village wouldn't have died to the curse. So would Rika's parents still be around? Is that what that's going on with? As you know, the saying goes, if someone tries to sell you magic underwear, don't think twice. Yeah, second thoughts. Maybe stay away from shady dealers of special garments. But now, Keiichi will never need the same lesson again. He'll make sure to check twice before leaving the house. Make sure he's packed everything. After all, the fear of the swan is now ingrained heavily into his mind. You know, with the whole, turn into a ladies' man versus, he'll turn into a narcissist battle, we knew exactly when, how, and what was going to happen at the end of the episode. There was no way around it. However, the rest of the build-up with every other character, maybe it's just trying to reintroduce, remember this one, this is a character as well, and here's some more, remember their faces, their names aren't necessary, I guess, especially with the Soul Brothers. I don't know. I guess at least when Shion called on her bodyguard to bring out the grenade launcher, he was full in, dressed to the nines in his suit still. I'd question where he managed to pull it out if he was in trunks. I do feel as though I am going to be horribly scarred after this episode. Certain words and phrases I never want to hear again. Furseal being number 1 on that list. I mean, we can't take this episode too seriously because after all it was just dumb, really, really dumb entertainment. But as far as a tonal shock from the previous season, yeah, I got whiplash with this one because I was thinking, okay, where's this going to go? And are we going to still have that same kind of worry about, oh no, we're now just trying to strip people. Okay, gotcha. Fun time in the sun with water and potential criminal records. I feel as though I need to scrub my hard drives after this episode. But yeah, we should have known that something was amiss as soon as we had a toy shop owner trying to sell swimming trunks. So, which toy section is that in again? Board games? But actually, I guess seeing them all just enjoying and frolicking around, having their time in the water park, including Takano. So yeah, a timeline where she maybe isn't entirely evil this time? I guess we'll have to wait and find out. Of course, if any repercussions, I doubt there's going to be any follow-through of this episode, but repercussions of what happened in this one and future ones, they definitely have certain things to talk about. Yeah, as was shown in the ending? I'm trying to think, was there stuff in the opening as well? I can't remember. All I can remember is the bike spokes. But yeah, the characters shown off in the ending. I think I can see where at least some stories in this might come from. If we are going to get interactions with characters that were meant to die off but didn't because certain events have changed. That's going to be interesting. I'd like to see how that shifts the dynamic. And yes, I am just trying to get away from the sight and thought of Keiichi's undercarriage. It's going to haunt my dreams for years to come. Still, hopefully you've all recovered from that. I don't think I'm going to go swimming anytime soon. Just in case. We don't know what kind of supernatural powers it be might have in store for us. But I guess we can just sit down and try to enjoy more anime without having to strip some of the characters. So, if I entertained you, if this episode was something different, let me know. Leave a comment down below. Maybe a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel to not miss out future episodes. But definitely, take care of yourselves. Keep any sort of electronics away from large bodies of water. And I'll see you in the next one. If I've recovered. I need to thank each and every one of my patrons who are the security in the water park of my channel, making sure no one's out here trying to steal my clothing. And so, my heartfelt thanks needs to go out to Sal, Guado, Kite, Ruben Filamara, Wolfie Sensei, and everyone else. Because without you, well, I don't think my channel would last very long. Public indecency gets cracked down on quite hard, I believe.